On the mound for Atlanta this afternoon is Mike Fultonevich. Fultonevich making his 16th start, coming in with a 6-6 record, 3.70 ERA. There's numbers right there on the screen. 1.31 WHIP. Pretty good numbers for Fultonevich, despite having a 6-6 record. And leading off for the Phils is Gene Segura. Segura coming into today's game, 4th in the National League in batting average. Fultonevich gets that slider in for a strike, and we are underway here at SunTrust Park on this Sunday afternoon. Segura, of course, coming in with a 11-game hitting streak thus far. Second pitch is a slider on the outside corner for a ball. It's 1-1. The 1-1. Segura swings and hits that in the center. Should be playable. No, it's going to go off the wall. Segura's going to head in the second. He's got a stand-up double. Awesome deke out there by the center fielder. Looked as if he had a bead on it. Segura slowed his run towards first, thinking the ball was going to get caught. But instead, Inciarte will play it off the wall, and Phil's starting this day off the way they've started this entire series here in the first, with an opportunity to put some runs on the board. Cesar Hernandez is up now. There's a look at his numbers. He, of course, is 2nd in the National League in batting average. 3 pitches from Fultonevich, all have been sliders. That one is on the outside corner for a ball. It's 1-0. 1-0 is a fastball right down the middle, taken for a strike. It's 1-1. The 1-1 is swung on in the left. That'll be caught, and that's one down. Well, we're going to take a look at the Phils lineup today. You just saw Segura and Hernandez, and now you got Hoskins, Harper, Franco, Williams, Knapp, Nola, Quinn coming up. And what a month it's been for Maikel Franco. 458 and 4 home runs within the last month. Here's Rhys Hoskins. Hoskins 5 for 10 in the series. 404 average overall. Takes that slider on the inside corner. It's a ball. Hoskins, of course, coming into today's game. There you see it. 29-game hitting streak. What a first half he's having, as that's low. It's 2-0. Inside, 3-0, and you don't want to lose Hoskins and have to pitch to Bryce Harper. Harper, of course, the top hitter in Major League Baseball this year, has an excellent shot at getting the Triple Crown. Again, you look at the numbers for Rhys Hoskins, and they're awesome, but he's being overshadowed by Bryce Harper. 3-1. Low, and it's a walk on 5 pitches. So now the Phils have runners on first and second. Good news for Fultonevich is the double play is now in order. But you got Bryce Harper coming to the plate, and there you see his numbers. Absolutely unbelievable start to the first half of the year for Bryce Harper. And we're only on game 71. We've got 10 more games to go before we reach the halfway point of the season. First pitch from Foltynewicz just hit the first. Freeman makes the grab, doesn't get Hoskins on the tag. But that's 2 down, and now it's going to take a base hit from Maikel Franco to get that run home. And the first pitch to Franco is a ball. Harper got a pitch to hit, just couldn't do anything with it, and this is a fly ball in the right field. And now to retire to side, the Phils go down after a double from Segura and a walk to Hoskins. We'll go to the bottom of the first. Inciarte, Markakis, and Freeman due up for the Braves. On the mound for the Phils is Aaron Nola, making his 15th start of the year. He's won all 14 of his first 14 decisions. ERA 1.12, and that whip just about at 0.5, at 0.53. Aaron Nola, you got to figure he's the lead candidate for the Cy Young Award so far, and Ender Inciarte will lead things off for the Braves here in the Atlanta half of the first. Takes the first pitch from Nola. It's in for a strike. It's 0-1. Yo, 1. Swung on and sent foul. Nola got away with one there. Inciarte fouling that curveball, which caught way more of the plate than Nola wanted. But it's 0-2. Yo, 2. Swung on and sent to third. Franco's got it. Throw to first. In time, 1 down. Here's a look at the Braves lineup today. Just saw Inciarte, Markakis, Freeman, Donaldson, Camargo, Flowers, Albies, Duvall, and Foltynewicz, rounding out the other 8 hitters in the lineup. Now I'll bring up Nick Markakis. Markakis hitting at .285 this year. Hit his 7th home run of the year and got his 22nd run driven in last night, hitting a solo home run off of Zach Eflin. The solo homers from Foltynewicz and Duvall was all they got, and Foltynewicz has got himself another home run. Solo home run for Nick Markakis. And the Braves take a 1-0 lead here in the bottom of the first. Boy, Nola, it was a pretty good pitch, but again, catching way more of the plate than he wanted to. And Markakis drives that in the right, and the Braves get on the board first. Now to bring Freddie Freeman to the plate. As Nola gets that one in for a strike, it's 0-1. Freeman, .268 hitter on the year, along with 16 home runs and 47 driven in. Nola gets that in for a strike. It's now 0-2. The 0-2. Swung on and hit the second. But right at Hernandez, he'll make the grab, and that's 2 down. That'll bring up Josh Donaldson. He's been hot his last 10 games. 412 over the last 10. 267 overall. He's got 10 home runs to go with 36 runs driven in. And the first pitch from Nola is taken for a strike. It's 0-1. Braves get a 1-0 lead off a solo homer from Nick Markakis. We're here in the bottom of the first. 2 down, and the 0-1 pitch coming to Donaldson. That's swing and a miss. Well, it looked like he tried to hold up on that changeup. Didn't. The count is now 0-2. Yo, 2. Swung on and sent foul. Do the 0-2 again. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Well, it's a win-win for both teams. I mean, Nola, fairly efficient inning, only throwing 11 pitches, but one of those deposited into the right field seats by Markakis. We go to the second. Braves holding a 1-0 lead. Leading off the second here for the Phils is left fielder Nick Williams. There's a look at Williams' numbers. Williams, of course, splitting time in left with Andrew McCutchen as Williams takes the first pitch in for a strike. It's 0-1. McCutchen starting the first 2 games of this series. Braves going with 2 lefties. Yo, 1. Also in for a strike. It's 0-2. Yo, 2. Swung on and jerked foul. Count remains no balls and 2 strikes. Yo, 2. Ooh, did he hold the swing? He did. Just able to hold off on that swing, and the count is now a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. Swung on, and that's sent in the left. Catch made, and that's 1 down. Then we'll take a look at the Braves defensively. That was Adam Duvall on the catch. Right to left in the outfield, Duvall, Inciarte, and Markakis. Right to left on the infield, Donaldson, Camargo, Albies, and Freeman. Fultonevich and Flowers are the battery for the Braves. That'll bring up Andrew Knapp. Knapp hitting at .410. He's got 4 homers on the year. He's driven in 24. And the first pitch to Knapp is a curveball. Just catching the top part of the zone. It's a strike. It's 0-1. Yo, 1. Fastball on the outside corner. It's 1-1. One. Fastball high. It's 2-1. Outside, 3-1, and Fultonevich now in danger of walking his second batter of the ballgame. The 3-1. Inside, that's ball 4. So Knapp, a 1-out base runner. Fultonevich walking his second batter in the game. That'll bring Aaron Nola to the plate. Nola on the year hitting at .436. But you got to figure this is going to be a sacrifice situation for Nola. And it is. Hits it to the third base side. Throw will go to first. It'll be in time to retire Nola. Moving up to second on the play is Andrew Knapp, and there's 2 down.
The center fielder, win.
Now bring Roman Quinn to the dish. Quinn hitting at 367. Couple of homers and 24 runs driven in. And the first pitch from Fultonevich is a curveball on the outside corner, way outside. It's 1-0. The 1-0. Swung on and chopped foul down the first baseline. Count is 1-1. The 1-1. Hit on the ground to second. Albies has got it. The throw first is in time, and that'll retire to side. Phils get a base runner thanks to a walk, but that's about all. We'll go to the bottom of the second. Atlanta 1, Philadelphia yet to score. There's Johan Camargo leading off the bottom of the second for the Braves. Camargo hitting at 251. 4 homers and 19 runs driven in, 2 for 7 in this series, and he struck out twice. And the first pitch from Nola is a fastball, just missing on the outside corner. It's 1-0. Players today, you see some wearing the blue wristbands for Father's Day. As Nola's second pitch, I don't know where that missed, but it did. It's 2-0. The 2-0. 3-0, and boy, where is Nola going to have to put these pitches to get a strike call? That was another good-looking pitch taken, and it's called a ball. 3-0. That's in for a strike. Count is now 3-1. Camargo waiting for Nola's 3-1. Swing and a miss. Full count, it's 3-2 on Johan Camargo. Nola's 3-2 is swung on and chopped foul back behind the plate. Count remains 3 balls and 2 strikes. (3-2) to Camargo, is swung on and sent high and deep and gone. That's a solo home run for Johan Camargo. Just got it inside the pole, and the Braves take a 2-0 lead here in the second. You wonder if Nola was a little off kilter, not getting the calls that, you know, a pitcher at his level definitely deserves. But here's a look at Camargo's homer as we show track this one. Exit velocity, boy, 110 miles an hour, and he just got it to curve around the pole. 415 feet. And this is something that the Phillies have not had to deal with a lot this season. A multi-run deficit, of course. It was just a week ago in Vince Velasquez's last start with the Phils. He gave up 5 runs in the first inning. Phils were able to come back and not only take the lead, but end up turning the game all the way around and blowing the Cincinnati Reds out as Nola gives up a base hit. And now there are no outs. Runner on first. Tyler Flowers just shot that into the gap between first and second. Hernandez unable to get there, and that'll bring Ozzie Albies to the plate. Albies 0 for 6 in the series. He's under 200 on the year, hitting at 195. And this is the kind of day, boy, they'd love to get him going. Swings at the first pitch, however, and it's popped up right behind second base. Hernandez there to make the catch, and that's 1 down. And when you're struggling the way Albies is, swinging at the first pitch, not what you want to do. As we take a look at the Phillies defensively, left to right in the outfield, Williams, Quinn, and Harper. Left to right on the infield, Franco, Segura, Hernandez, Hoskins, and Nola and Knapp are your batters. There's Adam Duvall. Duvall hitting at 154. Hit his second home run of the season last night. Again, that's how the Braves got their 2 runs. A solo shot from Markakis, a solo shot from Duvall, and here today it's been a solo shot from Markakis and a solo shot from Camargo, as Nola can't get either of those first 2 pitches over. Duvall fouls to third, and now it's a 2-1 count. We're here in the bottom of the second. Atlanta holding a 2-0 lead. The 2-1 count till Duvall is chopped foul. Count even at 2-2. Tyler Flowers over at first. He's single. Swung on, and that's foul. Right off the shin guard of Andrew Knapp. And we'll do the 2-2 again. Outside, full count. Fultonevich in the on-deck circle. And Nola needs to be more concerned with Duvall at the plate. And he chops that one foul. Just did get a piece of it, but enough to keep the count full. We do it again. Swing and a miss, struck him out. That's 2 down. And now to bring Mike Fultonevich to the plate. Good at bat for Duvall, fouling a few tough pitches off, but ultimately going down swinging on an excellent fastball from Aaron Nola. Fultonevich swings at the first pitch. It's a changeup. It's a strike. Fultonevich, no batting average this year. He does not have a hit. 0-1. That's swung on and sent foul, and the count is now no balls and 2 strikes. The 0-2, swing and a miss, struck him out. Nola able to strike out the last 2 batters he faced, but another solo home run, this one off the bat of Johan Camargo. We go to the third, Atlanta holding a 2-0 lead. Top of the order due up for the Phils here as we start the third. Gene Segura doubled his first time up and was left firmly planted on second base as he takes the first pitch outside. It's 1-0. Is sent weakly to in between third and short. The throw to first is in time, and Segura's retired. That's 1 down. Here's a look at the standings. Atlanta, for a nice portion of the year, was way down there with Miami, starting to pull themselves together, trying to get back into the wild card race. Now to bring Cesar Hernandez up. Hernandez flied out in his first at-bat. He flied out the shallow left, so there was no chance to advance Gene Segura as the first pitch is in for a ball to 1-0. That's swung on back up the middle. In the center for a base hit for Cesar Hernandez.
The first baseman, number 17, Reese Hoskins.
Now to bring Reese Hoskins up. Hoskins walked his first time up, takes the first pitch from Fultonevich. In for a strike. Top of the third, Atlanta on top 2-0. Cesar Hernandez over at first. 1 down. And the 0-1 to Hoskins. That's swung on and sent foul, and boy, Fultonevich, big mistake pitch there, but Hoskins just missed it. The count is 0-2. Now the 0-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Fastball on the inside corner. Hoskins went after it, didn't get it. That's 2 down.
Number 3, Bryce.
Boy, Fultonevich is having a pretty good start right now. That'll bring Bryce Harper up. Harper grounded out his first time up, and he takes the first pitch for a strike. It's 0-1. That's swung on and sent to center. But Inciarte is right there. He'll make the grab, and that'll retire to side. Phil's get a hit. Can't do anything with it. We'll go to the bottom of the third. Atlanta still holding on to a 2-0 lead. And here's Ender Inciarte. Grounded out in his first at-bat, as it's Atlanta's top of the order. And Inciarte fouls the first pitch off, and it's 0-1. The 0-1. That swung on and sent foul. It's now 0-2. The 0-2. Right down the middle, but fouled off by Inciarte, and the count is going to remain at 0-2. Swung on, chopped back at the plate. Still no balls and 2 strikes to Ender Inciarte. The 0-2. Swung on and sent the first. Sliding is Rhys Hoskins. He's going to get up, take it to the bag himself, and he got him in time.
Now batting, the right fielder, Nick.
Good sliding play there by Rhys Hoskins to take away a hit from Ender Inciarte, and now that'll bring Nick Markakis to the plate. Markakis launched a solo home run back in the first. Got the Braves on the board. This time he'll take a pitch, and it's a strike. Count is 0-1. Looked like Nola went with the curveball, just getting the lower part of the inside zone. The 0-1.
No, that's down.
Low, it's 1-1. One. Curveball low, it's 2-1. Two one. That's also low. Again, that one looked to catch a lot more of the zone than the other two did, but it's 3-1. And the 3-1. Swung on and sent foul, and Markakis may have just swung at ball 4. The count is full. Nola's 3-2. Call, third strike. Markakis didn't like the call, but that looked to be right there in the zone. That's 2 down. That'll bring Freddie Freeman up. Freeman lined out in this first at bat in the first. Takes that pitch for a strike, and boy, that looked to catch a lot of the inside part of the plate. Brian Snicker doesn't like it, and we got an inconsistent strike zone going on right now, and that will frustrate both teams, both managers, and both pitchers. The 0-1. Swing and a miss.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Count is now 0-2 on Freddie Freeman. Nola's 0-2. Swung on and sent foul. Back behind the plate, we'll do the 0-2 again. The 0-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Nola starting to get it together. But can his offense get him some help? We'll go to the 4th. Atlanta holding on to that 2-0 lead.
Leading off for the Phillies, the third baseman, number 7.
Maikel Franco leading things off here in the 4th for the Phils. Takes the first pitch on the outside part of the zone. It's a strike. 0-1. That swung on and sent in the left. Long run for Freeman, but he'll get there and make the catch, and that's 1 down. Boy, Mike Fultonevich is having just an absolute performance right now on this Phil's lineup. That'll bring Nick Williams to the plate. Williams lined out his first time up. And the first pitch is on the outside corner for a ball. And you're getting some more chirping from Snitker down in the Braves dugout. I'd look to catch a lot of his own, but he doesn't get the call. 1-0. Rolled to second. Albies has it. Throw to first is in time, and that's 2 down. That'll bring Andrew Knapp to the plate. Knapp walked his first time up. First pitch is a fastball way up in the zone. It's 1-0. And the 1-0. Knapp swings and hits that in the left. Not overly deep. The catch is made, and now to retire the side. Down go to Phil's. 1, 2, 3. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th. Donaldson, Camargo, and Flowers due up for the Braves, holding a 2-0 lead. Apologize for the technical difficulties. Couldn't quite pick up on what Heidi Watney was saying as we move to the bottom of the 4th, and Josh Donaldson swings at that first pitch and lines it in the center for a base hit. So the Braves starting the bottom of the 4th in business. Now to bring Johan Camargo up. Camargo also homer, takes that pitch and swings at it in the center. Looked like they were going to try and go hit and run, but Camargo with a fly out the center, and that's 1 down. That'll bring Tyler Flowers to the plate. Flowers singled his first time up. I don't know who called that hit and run. I mean, Camargo homered in his first at bat. I don't know why you don't just let him swing freely and leave the runner at first. But he swung at the first pitch. He flied out. And now Nola has a 1-0 count to Tyler Flowers. Gets that one in for a strike. Count is even at a ball and a strike now. One. Swing and a miss. 1-2. The 1-2. Swung on the ground. To second for 1. The first in time. It's a 6-4-3 double play dialed up. We'll go to the 5th. Nola Quinn Segura for the Phils. Braves still leading it 2-0. Again, we're trying to, we're having more difficulty with Heidi Watney's mic, so sorry, folks. That'll bring Aaron Nola up. Nola sacrificed his first time up. And he takes the first pitch for a strike. Well, the Phils right now here in the 5th inning, just 2 hits off of Mike Fultonevich. He gets that pitch in for a strike. It's 0-2 to Aaron Nola. It's a fastball low. The count is now 1-2. One-two is swung on in the right center field, but the catch is made by Inciarte, and that's 1 down. Here's a look at Fultonevich's numbers. 47 pitches in total, 29 strikes, 18 balls. He has walked 2 hitters. That'll bring Roman Quinn to the plate. Quinn is 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at-bat. Playing Quinn to bunt over at third. And the first pitch is a fastball right down the middle for a strike. Oh, 1. Quinn swings and hits that in the center. Inciarte going back, but got room. He'll make the grab, and that's 2 down. And up comes Gene Segura. Segura 1 for 2. He's doubled and grounded out. He takes that first pitch outside. It's 1-0. It's Phil's lineup just being held at bay by Fultonevich. 1-0 swung on and sent in the center, but Inciarte is there. He'll make the grab, and now to retire to side. Phil's again. 1, 2, 3 inning. Albies, Duvall, and Fultonevich do up for the Braves, who remain on top 2-0. Here's Ozzie Albies. He popped out in his first at-bat.
The second baseman, Ozzie.
Takes the first pitch for a strike. It's not that Nola has pitched particularly bad in this game. He has not. Problem is he's been hurt by the long ball, giving up 2 solo home runs. But right now, the Phillies' offense is doing absolutely nothing against Mike Fultonevich, as Albies swings and misses and strikes out on 3 pitches. That's 1 down.
The left fielder, number 23, Adam.
The struggles continue for Ozzie Albies at the plate. So Adam Duvall is up now. Duvall 0 for 1. That curveball doesn't get enough of the zone. He struck out in his first at-bat. Boy, and again, I'm just wondering about this strike zone right now. Just seems to be floating, and there it is. There's another one. Pitched right there. It's been called a strike today. And Nola throws that one, and he doesn't get the call. Two-0. That gets the zone. It's 2-1. And there's much conversation about bringing robot umpires into the game, and that one, that was a bona fide ball there. It's 3-1 now on Adam Duvall. I mean, the talk about bringing the robot umps is starting to intensify as Duvall shoots that in the right center field. It's going to roll all the way to the wall. Quinn is on it. Duvall is going to get in with a stand-up double. Now to bring Mike Fultonevich up, and I don't figure that Fultonevich would be bunting here. Maybe he will. He swings and misses at the first pitch, so I don't think Atlanta has the bunt on. I'm going to let Fultonevich just try and make contact, and he does. But it's not going to move the runner as it's hit into right. Harper makes the grab in shallow right. Duvall has to go back to second. That'll bring Ender Inciarte up. Inciarte is 0 for 2. He's grounded out twice. Last on a spectacular play at first by Reese Hoskins. 3 unassisted as the first pitch from Nola is in for a strike. It's 0-1. 0-1. Outside, 1-1. We're here in the bottom of the 5th. Atlanta, can you believe it, holding a 2-0 lead over the Phils. 2 down. 1-1 count on Inciarte. Adam Duvall at second. He doubled. 1-1 is a strike called. It's 1-2, and again, just all right. I don't know what to make of that. That looked to be outside, be up. But Nola gets the call, and here's the 1-2. Inside, it's 2-2. 2-2 from Nola. Swung on and sent foul over to third base. Count remains 2-2 on Ender Inciarte. Now to 2-2. Swung on and chopped foul back at the plate. All right, spoiled a good pitch. Still 2-2. Swung on, and that's sent into the camera well. The count remains 2-2. 2-2. Swung on and popped foul, but playable behind the plate. Knapp will make the catch, and now to retire the side. The Braves get a double from Adam Duvall, but that's it. But we'll go to the 6th. Atlanta will take it, though. They still hold a 2-0 lead. Here's Cesar Hernandez. Hernandez singled in the 3rd. That's the last time the Phillies have gotten a base hit in this ballgame. That is hard to believe with the amount of hits and runs this team is capable of producing. As Hernandez takes that for a strike, that they would have 2 hits and 4 base runners in total here in the 6th inning. 0-1. Swung on and popped up. Camargo there to make the grab. That's 1 down. That'll bring up Rhys Hoskins. Hoskins is 0 for 1. He walked. Hoskins drives that deep to left, but it's gonna go foul. Boy, and Foltynewicz nearly paid for that slider, catching all of the plate. Now it's 0-1. And Hoskins swings at that slider, fouls it off. It's 0-2. Now the 0-2. Swung on and sent in the center. Inciarte's there. He'll make the grab, and that's 2 down. Boy, Hoskins thought he had the Phils on the board with the solo homer, but just went foul, and that'll bring up Bryce Harper. Harper 0 for 2. Boy, Foltynewicz continuing to bedevil this lineup. That swung on and sent to center. Inciarte's going back. He's at the track, at the wall, it's gone. Into the Braves bullpen, and this time he does pay for a pitch down the middle. It's a solo shot for Bryce Harper, his 57th of the year, and the Phils are on the board. It's now 2-1. Oh, and Foltynewicz flirted with disaster in the Hoskins at bat, and Harper makes him pay. Again, Foltynewicz looked like he was trying to just get one over, but not this time. So the Phils finally on the board. Now to bring Maikel Franco up to the plate, and Franco takes that pitch for a strike. It's 0-1. 2 down here in the top of the 6th. A surprising pitching duel underway here at SunTrust Park. 0-1. Franco nearly went after it, but was able to hold off. It's 1-1. That's low. Franco again able to hold off. It's 2-1. Outside, 3-1. Just on the outside corner, it's 3-2. Franco waits the 3-2. Swung on, it's back up the middle in the center, a base hit. So now Foltynewicz will have to throw some more pitches here in this inning. Franco didn't try to do too much with that pitch. He just took the ball where it was going, and it went right up the middle for a base hit. Williams 0 for 2. He's lined out and grounded out. And the first pitch is a curveball low. It's 1-0. 1-0 is a fastball. Inside, 2-0. Now to 2-0. That swung on and sent to right field. This ball is gonna go, and the Phillies take the lead. It's up to the chop house. A 2-run shot for Nick Williams, his 10th of the year, and just that fast, the Phillies are in front. We talked about how potent this lineup is. And it doesn't matter if you pitch well for 5 2/3 innings, you better get out of the 6th, still holding that lead, and they will not. So a solo homer for Harper, a 2-run homer for Williams, and just like that, for the first time in this ball game, Aaron Nola is going to go to the mound holding the lead, and Andrew Knapp is up. He's 0 for 1. He walked, and he takes the first pitch for a ball. One 0 is on the outside corner for a strike. It's 1-1. Well, just that fast, the Phillies in front. 1-1. Fastball high. It's 2-1. And we were just praising Foltynewicz for how he was really keeping this lineup at arm's length. But it only takes one moment with this lineup. 2-1. Knapp swings and hits that in the right. But it's shallow, and the catch is made, and now to retire to side. But the Phillies, on the strength of 2 home runs, the big fly coming off the bat of Nick Williams. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Phil's up 3-2. Now here's Nick Markakis. We'll take a look at his solo homer that came back in the first inning. Swung at the first pitch that Nola threw him. And the irony is his homer went to just about the same spot that Nick Williams' homer went. And Markakis swings at the first pitch, and it's 0-1. Now the danger of dealing with Aaron Nola, who's kind of gotten locked in a little lately. But now he has the lead, and the count is now 1-1 on Markakis. 1-1. Chopped foul. Count is a ball and 2 strikes on the Braves right fielder. Now Nola sets. Here's his 1-2. Swung on and sent foul. Boy, the Braves are fouling off a ton of pitches from Nola here this afternoon. 1-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. First out here in the bottom of the 6th. Here's a look at it. Boy, Markakis, that's that same swing he took that he homered on. This time, not so much. That'll bring Freddie Freeman to the plate. Freeman swings at the first pitch, flagging it down as Hernandez. Throw to first is in time. That's 2 down. There you see the ERA leaders coming into today. Nola with that 1.12 ERA. You see Vince Velasquez, now pitching for the Giants, had a terrible start in his first outing in San Francisco. Did not make it out of the 3rd inning. In fact, did not record an out in the 3rd inning. So he gave up 8 runs. Well, Nola Donaldson is swung on and sent into right. This may go as well. It does. And we are tied at 3. Here in the 6th, Josh Donaldson, his 11th homer of the year, All three of the Braves runs coming courtesy of the solo shot. And it looked like Donaldson just went down and got that one. And we are all squared once again. They did. Donaldson went down and got it. The only question was, would the wind push it foul? It didn't. There's Johan Camargo. Camargo swings and gets that in the center. Quinn can't get to it, and it's a single for Johan Camargo. Now to bring Tyler Flowers to the plate. And Flowers fouls that one. On the first base side, it's out of play. It's 0-1. Flowers 1 for 2, single. Chops that one foul towards first. The count is now 0-2 on Tyler Flowers. The 0-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Well, needed a shutdown inning from Nola, didn't get it. Solo homer from Josh Donaldson ties everything up at 3 as we go to the 7th. Now here's a look at the game summary thus far. Braves with 1 in the second, one in the first, 1 in the second, 1 in the sixth, all solo home runs. Phil's got 3 in the sixth, courtesy of a solo homer from Bryce Harper, a 2-run homer from Nick Williams. And the Phils are into the Braves bullpen as Arodys Vizcaino making his 53rd appearance. 3-1 record and at 6.17 ERA. It's pretty much determined that Foltynewicz, at the very least, will get out of here with a no decision. And the Phils are going to let Nola bat. A little surprising, they're going to let Nola pitch the bottom of the 7th. And Nola takes that pitch from Vizcaino for a strike. It's 0-1. Nola's 0 for 2. He's grounded out and flied out. 0-1. Nola sends that in the center. Bit of a run, but Inciarte will get there, and that's 1 down.
The center fielder, number 24.
I'll bring Roman Quinn to the plate. Quinn 0 for 2. He's flied out and grounded out. Again, they're playing Quinn up awfully close over at third. In case Quinn decides he wants to try to get on via the bunt, but it's not something Quinn has done much all year. I don't understand why teams are still trying to protect against it. I get it, he has great speed. Nearly hit by the 1-0 or the 0-1 pitch. It's 1-1. Quinn drives this one in the right center field. That's going back. It's going to go off the wall, and with Quinn's speed, he may head for third. He is. The throw will not be in time. Roman Quinn has a stand-up triple, his 8th of the year, and the Phils are in business to take the lead right back. Inciarte was able to get to the ball quickly, but with the speed of Roman Quinn, I don't think there was any way they were going to get him. Now the infield is in, and the batter is Gene Segura, and the first pitch from Vizcaino is low. It's 1-0. Looked like Vizcaino came with that sinker, hoping to get Segura to hit a weak roller, and it's drawn in infield. 1-0. Inside, 2-0. Roman Quinn over at third. He tripled. 1 out here in the top of the 7th. The 2-0 to Segura is in for a strike. It's 2-1. Vizcaino right now looks like he's trying to locate his pitches down, not to give Segura anything to drive. And the 2-1. That's swung on and sent into right field. Markakis will make the grab, but coming in to score easily is Roman Quinn, and the Phillies retake the lead. It's 4-3.
The second baseman, Cesar Hernandez.
That'll bring Cesar Hernandez up. Hernandez 1 for 3. Singled back in the third. He's also flied out twice. And the first pitch to Hernandez is in for a strike. It's 0-1. What an entertaining Father's Day game here at SunTrust Park between these two National League East rivals. 0-1. Hernandez drives that in the right. Can Markakis get there? He tries to make a dive. He can't. That's going to roll all the way to wall. Here comes Hernandez with his speed. He's going to round second. He's going to head to third. The throw to third will not be in time. It's a 2-out triple for Cesar Hernandez, his 10th of the year. And I got to wonder why Markakis would even have taken a dive for that ball. Wasn't going to get there. If he stays on his feet and plays it, maybe you hold Hernandez to a double, but the dive allows the ball to roll all the way to the wall. Inciarte got there, but not before Hernandez is getting in the third with the triple. Got to bring Rhys Hoskins up. Hoskins, that long hitting streak on the line now, as he's 0 for 2 in this one. He's walked, struck out, and lined out. 0-1. That's swung on and sent to third. The throw will come across the first in time, and now to retire to side. The Phils will have to be content with just getting one. And it's quite possible that the lengthy hitting streak for Rhys Hoskins is over. We stretch. Going to the bottom of the 7th. 4-3 Phils. Well, the Phillies do have activity in the bullpen. Juan Nicasio and Hector Neris are throwing. But Nola is, in fact, going to come out and start the 7th. As he gets the first pitch to Albies for a strike. 0-1 is swung on and sent in the left. Williams coming on quickly. He'll get there and make the grab. And that's one down. There's a look at Nola's pitch count by the innings, and the second was Nola's rough inning. He threw 22 pitches in the second. Here's Adam Duvall, takes that first pitch for a strike. Oh, 1 swung on and fouled. Back at the screen, it's 0-2. The 0-2 swung on and another foul back to the screen behind the plate. Still no balls and 2 strikes. Aaron Nola on his way to throwing his 90th pitch of the ball game. And there it is. And it swung on and sent in the right. Harper races over. He'll get there. He'll make the grab, and that's 2 down. Well, coming off the bench, the pinch hit is Ronald Acuna Jr. Here's a look at his numbers on the year. And the first pitch from Nola to Acuna is in for a strike. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. No balls and 2 strikes on Ronald Acuna Jr. The 0-2 swung on and sent foul towards the Braves dugout. We'll do the 0-2 again. Here it is. Swung on and sent foul towards the Phillies dugout. Bottom of the 7th, 2 down. Phils on top, 4-3. No balls and 2 strikes to the pinch hitter, Ronald Acuna Jr. The 0-2. Just missing. It's a ball and 2 strikes. And again, that's a pitch that Nola got called for a strike earlier in the game. 1-2. Swung on and sent foul back behind the plate. Acuna battling. Still 1-2. 1-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. So down go the Braves in their half of the 7th. We'll go to the 8th. The Phillies on top 4-3. Now pitching for Atlanta here in the 8th is A.J. Minter, making his 33rd appearance. He's 0-1. He does have a save. And you look at that number of how righties are hitting off of Minter this season. But Minter will face a lefty in Bryce Harper to start the 8th. And Minter's first pitch to Harper swung on and sent deep to right. Will that stay fair? It does not. Just curved foul. And again, Minter threw a fastball that Harper did not miss. I don't think he's going to do that again. And the 0-1 is inside. It's 1-1. 36,751. Near sellout here at SunTrust Park. And they have been treated to an awesome ball game. One. And he threw that same pitch again. Harper drives it deep, but Markakis is there in front of the wall to make the grab, and that's 1 down. Now there's a look at the starters. Foltynewicz and Nola both with excellent performances. Foltynewicz kept the Phillies really at bay for much of the ball game until the 6th inning when the Phillies were able to break through. Aaron Nola, 9 strikeouts. He did not walk a batter in his 7 innings of work. Franco takes that first pitch low. It's 1-0. You got to figure that Nola is done for the afternoon. The Braves with 3 lefties coming up. That's in for a strike. And the Phils have Jose Alvarez, their lefty specialist, throwing in the bullpen. 1-1. Ooh, Franco swings at a low pitch that was inside, and the count is now a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Boy, Franco went up there and swung at a pitch he probably should have taken. Coming in the bat for Nick Williams is Andrew McCutchen. Gotta figure McCutchen is going to stay in and play over and left as McCutchen takes that first pitch high. It's 1-0. There's a look at McCutchen's numbers. He's having a very good series this weekend here against Atlanta. 1-0. Ooh, swing and a miss, strike 1. It may have been foul tipped. They say it was foul tipped and held on to by the catcher, but either way, it's 1-1. And Minter getting that changeup over, and 1-1. Goes inside. It's going to be a liner in the center. Long run, but Inciarte will get there to make the catch. Phils go down 1-2-3. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Phils holding a 4-3 lead.
Your attention, please. This change for the Phillies. Now playing left field. Number 22, Andrew McCutcheon.
So here comes Gabe Capper, looking like he's going to make a double switch as Jose Alvarez will come in and pitch, making his 39th appearance. Just want to know he's got 2 saves.
Alvarez. Now playing third base and batting 8th.
And coming in to play third is Andrew Romine. Alvarez's first pitch to Inciarte is in for a strike. It's 0-1. Yo, 1. Swung on and sent to first. It bounces off of Hoskins. He's able to pick it up. Makes the slide to the base in time to get him at first for the out. Well, that ball seemed to eat Hoskins up on the bounce, but he was able to stick with it and get the first in time. As you look at Aaron Nola's numbers on the day, we saw them earlier, but there's another look at it. Here's Nick Markakis. He's 1 for 3. That one was a home run that got Atlanta on the board to start this ball game. And Alvarez, fastball right in the top part of the zone, but it's called a ball. It's 1-0. 1-0. Outside for a strike. It's 1-1. You know, we talked about the robot umpires, and just want to clear up exactly what that means. It doesn't mean that they're going to replace the human umpires on the base paths. What it will be is there will be someone who will have a buzzer normally located in the outfield where the home plate umpire can see it, and it will determine whether or not a pitch is a strike or a ball, depending on what the determined strike zone is. It will be a consistent strike zone, so the human element of, you know, certain umpires having wider or, you know, shorter strike zones would not be there. And there's Markakis taking that for a strike. That's 2 down. And that looked to be right about where the pitch that Alvarez didn't get called for a strike was. You know, it's being, you know, used, you know, experimentally in some other leagues, as that's hit in the left. McCutcheon will get there and make the grab, and that'll retire the side. Alvarez does his job against the lefties. We'll go to the 9th. Phillies 4, Braves 3.
Your attention, please.
Now pitching for Atlanta, it's submarine thrower Darren O'Day. And he'll face Andrew Knapp, who's 1 for 2, and he gets that pitch over for a strike. It's 0-1. There aren't a lot of submariners left in Major League Baseball. O'Day is 1, and the Phils have Pat Neshek. He's also a submarine thrower. Yo, 1. Knapp swings and hits that. It's going to go off of Freeman, but he'll get up and flip it to O'Day in time to retire Knapp at first. And there's 1 down.
Andrew Romine.
I'll bring Andrew Romine up. There's Romine's numbers. Romine has been a very good bench player for the Phils. A couple of spot starts. Romine, of course, has the versatility to play, you know, just about anywhere on the field. And he has. He takes the first pitch for a strike. It's 0-1. One. Omine drives this in the center, but Inciarte will get there and make the grab, and that's 2 down.
The center fielder, number 24, Roman Quinn.
Got to bring Roman Quinn to the plate. Quinn 1 for 3. That one was a triple, and he scored a run. And the first pitch from O'Day is in for a strike.
0-1.
Right now, Darren O'Day's job is to try and hold things right where they are. Give Atlanta a chance in the bottom of the ninth. It's a slider in for a strike. It's now 0-2. Donaldson, Camargo, and Flowers due up for Atlanta. They're half of the ninth. Quinn swings and fouls that one off. Count remains 0-2.
One ball,
0-2 is inside. The count is now a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2.
2 balls.
Inside and low. Count is even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two. Swung on and sent foul, and the count will remain 2-2. Here in the top of the ninth, Phillies holding a 4-3 lead. 2 down. Darren O'Day on the mound for Atlanta. Roman Quinn at the plate for the Phils. 2-2 pitch. That swung on and hit the short. Gonna have to hurry as Camargo. He won't get him. That little hitch wasn't gonna get Quinn in time with his speed. That'll be ruled an infield single for Roman Quinn. It wasn't even close. I mean, you're going to have to make a very quick turn and throw to get a guy like Quinn. And he wasn't going to do it there. Quinn able to hit it in just about the perfect spot on the infield where it's a long run for the shortstop to get to it, and he's not going to be able to make a pivot throw in time to get him as the first pitch to Segura. It's taken low for a ball. It's 1-0. Segura 1 for 3. It's doubled, and he hit a sacrifice fly. That's the fly that scored Roman Quinn. Now the 1-0. Ooh, swing and a miss. Good slider there by Darren O'Day. Well, that's Segura completely fooled there. The count is 1-1.
Runner, yes.
Quinn's running. Pitch is taken for a strike. The throw to second. Not going to be in time, but it's now a 1-2 count on Gene Segura, and there's a look at Quinn on show track. Oh, at top speed, nearly 21 miles an hour. But the count is 1-2 on Gene Segura. Quinn's taking off again. The swing and a miss. Flowers will get to it. The throw to first will get Segura in time. And Segura maybe should have took that one. That was a bad pitch. So it's a strikeout and rule it 2-3 on the putout. We'll go to the bottom of the ninth. Braves last chance. And here's Josh Donaldson. Batting for the Braves, and he'll face David Robertson. Robertson making his 16th appearance. He's 1-0. He's got 10 saves on the year. Looking for save number 11. And the first pitch to Donaldson is taken for a strike. It's 0-1. Crowd on their feet. Tomahawk chopping. 0-1. Foul. It's 0-2. What an atmosphere this is right now. 0-2 to Donaldson. Swing and a miss, struck him out. It's one down. Robertson got him on 3 pitches. That'll bring up Johan Camargo. Camargo 2 for 3 in the ball game. Solo home run and he's singled. First pitch from Robertson. In for a strike. No balls and 1 strike to the Braves shortstop. Oh, 1. Inside, 1-1. Robertson sets. 1-1. Low, 2-1.
Count is 2-1.
2-1. Swing and a miss. Boy, Camargo went after that curveball. That was out of the zone, but he swung at it, and the count is now even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-2. Swung on and sent in the left. Coming on is McCutchen. Gets there and makes the grab, and the Braves are down to their final out. Now to bring Tyler Flowers to the plate. Flowers is 1 for 3. Singled, hit into a double play and struck out. And the first pitch from Robertson is outside. It's 1-0. The 1-0. Low, it's 2-0.
2-0.
The 2-0. Swing and a miss. It's 2-1. Called strike 2, and the Braves down to their last strike. Robertson sets. 2-2. Outside, and the count is full. Ozzie Albies on deck should the Braves need him. 3-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that's the ball game. The Phillies hold on to get the win by a final of 4-3. What a game. Well, it's going to be somewhat disappointing for Atlanta to not get this one. Mike Foltynewicz got off to a good start. Came apart in the 6th inning. The Phils were able to tag him for 3 runs. The Braves were able to get to Nola with 3 solo home runs, but you know, when you look at it overall, when you're not manufacturing runs, you're not going to win. And it's a manufactured run, the sac fly by Gene Segura, that produces the win for the Phils. Well, thanks for watching and tuning in. It was an awesome afternoon here in Atlanta. Happy Father's Day to you and yours. We'll see you next time as we will have more show baseball for you later this year. So long, everybody.